Yo, Big Kids back up in this. Shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop. We got this video called How Drake Just Realized His Career is Actually Over. It's done. It's finished. So all y'all Drake glazers out there, y'all really can stop trying to fight and defend this dude. You know what I'm saying? Your boy DJ Academics looking bad, top 5 locked up, man. It's just going down the drain. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all know like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Now, we have officially entered what is going to be when we look back at it. One of the most pivotal times we ever see in rap music, because with Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance almost being here, we are now on the brink of witnessing so much that is ultimately going to progress hip hop and bring it to places that we really don't even understand yet. But what we do know for sure is that at the center of everything surrounding Kendrick and the Super Bowl and what's about to happen is, of course, the question that everybody is asking right now, which is if Kendrick Lamar will be performing the song that Drake is now trying to just erase altogether from everything in Not Like Us. And now, while all of Drake's recent moves in some way have been an effort to try and scare the NFL and everything that goes into the Super Bowl from playing a song that he is trying to say has done so much to his career, as we are coming closer to everything, it is becoming more clear than ever that Kendrick Lamar is going to be performing what many are calling the greatest diss track of all time at the single biggest event of the year. And now, before we go any further into why this is, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so now with Kendrick Lamar, after Drake fans and those sad people over at OVO were trying to push
I really think that he's going to perform Not Like Us now. Now I think that he's going to perform it.
the narrative already that because of what Drake is now saying about Not Like Us, that the record won't be played at the halftime show, and that the NFL altogether is now trying to avoid even spreading the word any further about Kendrick's performance becoming an almost even bigger event than the actual game at this point. This laughable line of lies that OVO has been trying to make to save Drake's image before we see something happen like never before has now failed, as of course, the second trailer for Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance came out, and once again, just with less than 30 seconds to excite people even more for what is really going to be one of the greatest nights we will all ever see in not just rap, but all of music at this point. That's how high the stakes are. Kendrick put so much effort into this trailer when he was even doing something like announcing that SZA was going to be a special guest. Which now, before we go any further, with the fact that this beef started with Drake telling Kendrick that SZA has him wiped down, and now she is coming out as a supporting act for Kendrick on a stage that Drake has never been able to even get on, is just so hilarious. And once again is making Drake
And we going on tour in Toronto, man. Top 5 talking about something. Yeah. Kendrick better not come to Toronto. You need to worry about you getting out. That's what you worry about.
disses age even worse than ever. But with this moment, which has just made one of the best visuals in all of Kendrick Lamar's catalog, with such small details as the Gatorade being blue. That was the color when Kendrick's hometown won the Super Bowl in their hometown, and that was also, of course, the same Super Bowl where Kendrick was a part of Dr. Dre's ensemble, which just shows how even with small details in the trailer, he is already doing what he does best and is connecting and showing that this performance will seemingly be built on the standout moment he had there, and is also doubling down on the fact that the West Coast is doing nothing but winning in hip-hop. And now, beyond parallels like these, in this trailer, and this is what's so funny about Kendrick, because despite people always trying to say he is so serious and boring, he really does have a great sense of humor when you just pick up on how he is always trolling his competitors, and specifically in this trailer, as Kendrick talks about how the field that the Super Bowl is played on is even bigger than you would think. This is just a little way of once again poking fun at Drake and J. Cole for their big as the Super Bowl lyrics, and they think it's also Kendrick doubling down on the fact that he is the bigger artist and better performer between him and Drake as between the Super Bowl and his stadium tour. No matter how you want to put it, Kendrick is playing in way bigger venues than Drake ever has, as he has never moved past arenas even after all of these years. And now, even when it comes to
And with Drake belittling Dot for so long, trying to little bro him, this is surprising, very surprising to him. He still haven't came to the conclusion that, damn, this dude is actually better than me in all areas. He don't have to portray anything. All he do is got to be himself, and he's way better than me. Here it is. You sitting up there, you little baby, you future sometimes. Sometimes you a Mexican sometimes, you Puerto Rican sometimes, you a little girl sometimes, you Anita McSween sometimes. Like, bro, and he's still better than you. You playing all these different people.
to the poster they released of Kendrick Lamar wearing all purple for this halftime show? This color choice and style seems to be him nodding to none other than who many say has the greatest Super Bowl halftime performance of all time to this point, and of course none other than Prince. And once again, just like Kendrick playing with Drake and Cole's Super Bowl lyrics, which between that and Drake's MJ claims from the same record really started this entire beef in the first place, just having this nod to Prince after of course everything Kendrick said all the way back on Like That just seems like his way of bringing things full circle once again. But now, beyond the fun Kendrick is having by just celebrating his victory and all of the accomplishments he has earned after proving that he is the best rapper of this entire era, and it's not even close, what's also becoming clear about the Super Bowl is now that with Drake and everything he has tried to do and say about Not Like Us as a whole, there is really a bigger moment at hand here than just Kendrick Lamar going through some of his greatest hits, because seemingly with the ridiculous claims Drake is making about the record and with the narratives he is trying to push across, beyond so many other laughable claims, Drake is trying to say that this record isn't just as big as we all think it is, but also that the song was designed and used by a larger group of people than just Kendrick to end his career purposefully within a way like we have never witnessed. And again, by waiting to make all of this noise geared towards Not Like Us weeks before Kendrick has such an important moment, looking at everything now, the timing of this really obviously seems like a way for Drake to try and get the plan for the Super Bowl to change last minute and do whatever he can to both ruin Kendrick's big night and protect his image from having Not Like Us be played to hundreds of millions of people. But now what I don't think Drake realizes is that despite all of the controversy he has stirred up and all the problems his claims are now directly causing, to everyone from the NFL to just casual listeners in general, besides the corner of people who are just supporting Drake and whatever he does no matter what Drake is doing currently has done nothing to help his image and this whole narrative he is trying to push. And beyond just that,
he's trying to tarnish his image. He's trying to tarnish his image. Because what he doing, it clearly ain't working. It's clearly not working. And Anita McSween.
that it has definitely not done a single thing to make anything worse for Kendrick Lamar, as again, in anticipation for this performance, his numbers across all platforms are only going up, and songs of his including Not Like Us, Luther, Squabble Up, and TV Off are all continuing to perform at the top of the hip-hop charts altogether, with a record like Not Like Us only getting more popular every time Drake complains about it. And so now really with the reaction and reception to Drake's actions, with them only really making Kendrick look greater from this whole thing somehow. And on top of this, also in this time where we have learned that Drake's downfall has been as bad as we have all witnessed because of how he treats other people as well, when it comes to trying to get the NFL to change what has been the biggest event in not just all of sports, but really it is the most watched cultural event that we have, Drake's claims and his little OVO clothing line with the NFL teams are not going to help him, because between everything and all of the planning that goes into the Super Bowl, and even beyond that,
I was just about to say that. Man, listen, man. I don't care if you putting owls on jackets, that is not going to insert yourself into the Super Bowl. Like that's gonna get overshadowed. That's gonna get overshadowed. I don't care what you put an owl on. It'd be funny if they put an owl on a football field, temporary owl on the football field, and Kendrick start walking on it. Start playing hopscotch on the owl. That'd be funny.
Where Drake stands with someone like Jay at this point, who he has also kept dissing by doing such things as posting a picture of Beyonce's sister Solange on his Instagram story from the night she went off on Jay. Again, and I don't know when he is going to realize this, Drake has been messing with the wrong people who at the end of this all, if he were to get anything changed, they would be the ones to help him out. But because of all of his choices which have led him to the point he is at now, and also the fact that Kendrick Lamar got this halftime show, and between Jay being the one who picked him, to Kendrick being the person we all know he is, which of course means that he is not going to back down on getting across the message he wants to send here. I got bad news for Drake, his stans, and OVO, but Not Like Us is going to play at the Super Bowl, and beyond Kendrick, I think their label even wants this to happen as well at this point, because when Kendrick does play this song, and of course, it will be a clean version of the record, so a lot of things won't be able to be said of himself. Just from the beat, what Kendrick does say, and of course the reaction that comes from the crowd, and of course whatever they say, while it may not be heard from our couches, it will certainly be heard in the videos that are taken from people who are actually there. Overall, no matter what part of the song Kendrick does and where he goes, which I'd assume he is going to do some sort of an intro with a hook and at least a part of the first verse, when Not Like Us does play, Drake's career will finally be beyond any sort of a comeback for good after this, because not just is this diss song that's about him playing, and that is of course not a good look, but because of how Drake has now reacted and shown that this song has really gotten to him. And of course, this has made him go as far as ruin his entire legacy and try to diminish this song's impact, but really it's only helping that and making his image look way worse. Everything we have been seeing and all Drake has done is really just leading now to the worst point we are ever going to see in not just his career, but maybe in any rappers ever in terms of them just ruining their legacy. Because really, from his reputation to hip-hop to even what he is trying to prove currently, with Not Like Us playing and once again, just seeing how many genuine and real reactions this song is gonna create, once and for all, at least the claim.
Then I don't think Not Like Us is gonna be the whole theme of the Super Bowl performance. We got SZA, you know what I'm saying? We got SZA there, so they gonna be doing some choreography. They gonna be doing some choreography. Everything ain't just about to be like Not Like Us. Yeah, that might get played cool. You know, we got TV off, but we got all that. That's that Luther. That Luther. What? That Luther is heavy right now. Luther is heavy right now.
Claims about this song being pushed will be proven to be the furthest thing from the truth. And for Drake's situation currently, while there is still a lot else he is trying to prove, with everything that's at stake and with what Kendrick Lamar is trying to pull off, beyond this performance being a display for hip-hop music that we have never quite seen before, because even compared to the Dre halftime show, instead of having a performance that besides from Kendrick is showing how great of a legacy hip-hop has had, Kendrick, SZA, and whoever
Yeah, I think 50 was up there too.
else may be performing are going to show how great hip-hop is now, and what it has to say in the future will be to people, and something like this can end up growing the genre to heights that we have really never seen. And all while doing this for Drake, his worst nightmare is going to come true because the record that has ended his career is going to become bigger than it ever has, and now really for all of these reasons and so much more that we don't know yet, not just is this Super Bowl performance going to be one of the most exciting things that we ever see as hip-hop fans, but it also just has the potential to change the future of everything as we know it. And so now with all this said, let me know. What do you think about Kendrick Lamar playing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? And do you think he is definitely going to perform this record? Or do you think that Drake has got his way? As we are really in this time where we are closer than ever to one of the biggest events we are ever going to witness as hip-hop fans, everything that happens from here on out has a heightened importance. And really with where we are at for Kendrick, Drake, and hip-hop as a whole, it's surreal to say, but ultimately this just shows why hip-hop is an art form that is truly unlike anything else. But because of the competitive nature that this entire moment is bringing, which you just never see during other type of halftime shows. All in all, what Kendrick is going to do and what message he sends on this stage is really, at the very least, just as important as the actual game that's going to be played, so be sure to let me know all your predictions for what's to come. Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And now, if you want to see how even before this performance, Kendrick Lamar has made Drake even more scared, because he has shown just how much hip-hop has changed right now as we are moving past the Drake era once and for all, and we are really seeing that with how many rappers who are friends of Drake have been falling off. Check out the suggested video.
Yeah, they falling off because anybody who stand beside Drake, something's gonna happen to him, bro. It's in the universe. This guy is not to be messed around with. Now you look, look all that stuff that's happening. The academic stuff happening, going on. Yeah, bro, it's yeah, what a time to be alive, right? This dude got to go. He's pushing too many. Hey, is that streaming girl? Remember that girl he bought all that stuff for the stream? The monkey app or whatever? Is she still streaming? Do anybody know, is she still streaming? I hope all them people uh crash out. They not good for our culture, man. They just here to do what they do, and then they ain't trying to wake up the people or none of that. Yeah, Drake it's looking bad for Drake, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And I really don't care if Kendrick Lamar don't don't perform Not Like Us. As long as he performing, that's a win for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind him performing it, but I really wouldn't make me no never mind. That's right, I said it. It wouldn't make me no never mind. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kiss signing out. I'm gone, y'all.